Alright, so we're doing a quick little garden tour, although the point of this video is not the garden. It's actually sort of more about these wood chips here, which I got free from a local arborist. This originally was about 15 cubic yards of mulch. In other words, this pile was a whole lot bigger, but I used this mulch as free, well, mulch. For my gardens, because it's free and it's great and it breaks down. I have tons of it, but I can also do other things with it, and that's what we're checking out right now. So I'm gonna be honest, I suck at composting because it's a lot of work. Ordinarily, you gotta constantly come and turn it, make sure you got enough material and enough carbon, enough nitrogen, all that good stuff. But I'm going to show you what we got going on now, and I think it's going to work a whole lot better. So this is my little 3-bay compost system, but if what I'm experimenting with right now works, I'm not going to do this anymore. But I can show you how I built these real quick. So obviously it's all just pallets, but the fronts here are 2 pallets cut in half. So I can lift the top door right off. It's got little tabs here that slide into these slots, so it can easily be thrown on and off. Bear with me, doing this one-handed. Good enough. Now, here's what we're doing with the compost now. I was inspired to try this from some different videos I've seen online, one of which is I highly recommend, from this guy Jack Spirko. But this is a modification of something they call, I know it sounds ridiculous, the Johnson-Su Bio-reactor. Basically all I'm doing here is you've got an outside perimeter that's highly aerated, and then you've got some sort of ventilation down the middle. Most people use a PVC pipe and towards the bottom put some slits in it and just have it sticking up. So what that does is that allows airflow on all sides, because you have to have airflow with compost, and airflow through the middle. And the middle of your compost pile, if it's just sitting there, is where you're going to have the most amount of heat. That's where all the action is happening. So if you were to just have a pile of stuff and it's not being turned and there's not airflow to it, it's going to be what they call anaerobic. So no oxygen to it. It's going to be unhealthy compost, and could even be detrimental to your garden rather than beneficial. So instead of going and finding a pipe, which PVC is ridiculously expensive right now, instead I actually took a little one of those round tomato steak things and just bent it so that it was all in a tube shape, and then wrapped it in gardening fabric, stuck it down the middle. And then the key here is to layer it. So this looks like all wood chips, but actually, so I've got layer of wood chips, then layer of grass clippings and food scraps, then more wood chips, then more green stuff. Basically, brown stuff is carbon, green stuff is nitrogen. You do typically want more carbon than nitrogen. Some people get all scientific in particular and yell at you about what ratio you need. I don't really care. I just want my own compost that I don't have to turn, and doing this system means you don't have to come out here and turn it. You just let it do its thing. And let me tell you right now, if I stick my hand down in here, ooh yeah, I can feel that heat coming down from the middle. That means it's working. So just wanted to show that to you guys. I'm gonna head in before it really starts pouring.